Josh Allen and head coach Sean McDermott did snow angels on the field to celebrate the dominant win in some weather. That was some weather. We're going to have lots of weather talk on the show today.
Man.
So prepare yourself for that.
Yes, that is correct. From the desert to the sea and all around Southern California. Here's the latest at 11. The weather, no.
Key, what statement did the Bills make last night?
I think look, they showed me that they can certainly play in this environment with this bad weather, which means to me they're going to have to face Kansas City, possibly Pittsburgh, in this type of environment. Whether they go to Kansas City, whether Pittsburgh catches Kansas City, passes up Buffalo, whatever the case is, those are the 3 top seeds. Nobody else that's 4, 5, 6, 7 are going to catch these 3 seeds. So doing what they did in this weather and playing the way that they did. Now, look, he didn't throw the football all over the lot, but he was very efficient in this weather. I have to go back to that. They ran the ball well. They played solid rock defense. And they caught a West Coast team going to the East in this type of weather is a little bit different. But they're going to see one of these cold weather teams. Whoever's coming out of the AFC is going to have this type of environment. But it shows they can do it. It just does. They will not have an excuse this year of not making a Super Bowl, period. There won't be any excuse if they get the 1 or the 2 seed because of the environment that they'll be in.
So they look like a hard out right now.
Man, it's going to be a hard out. Right. It really, truly is going to be a hard out.
Yeah, and they look like that going into that game. Looked like they were playing great football and they were going to be a hard out. The game showed me nothing. The game showed me nothing. I mean, yes, they got a great win, and that's very important. But you got a San Francisco 49ers football team that just got embarrassed in Green Bay. They're limping into Buffalo. And Buffalo did what they were supposed to do. Now, everybody out here, because we see this kind of game, man, does this mean they're ready? It was cool to watch. But nobody wants to be in that. And the 49ers did not want to be in that.
Especially somebody from Florida.
Right. Or the West Coast. Nobody wants. So let's not act like they went in and decimated a top-ranked, top-playing 49ers team. That was not the case. It's hyperbole if we say that's the case. But they did what they needed to do. They showed me they are one of the top teams in the NFL. And like Key said, the AFC is going to have to be played in that kind of way.
It's really, too, though, Paul's mindset. Yeah. Yes, it's cold.
Yeah.
The other team's cold, too.
Right.
But it's a mindset.
But their blood, it's 2 different bloods now.
Right. No, it's true.
I'm used to waking up, being in that cold. I lived in the cold for 20 years. And when you waking up and you used to it, them people in that crowd, they'll go to that game with no shirt on. It's no problem.
There's plenty of them out there with no shirts on.
They were making
San Francisco crowd, they won't even go to their San Francisco stadium with no shirt on.
Right.
In that weather.
They were making announcements before the game. Everybody in the 200 section, can you move towards your seats and kick off some snow off your seats? Like, come on, what do you got? Man, let's go home.
That's great. Just go home.
Let's go home. Let's go home.
That's their whole
If we can't even see it's seat 9, it's
be?
time to go home. It's time to go home.
What statement did the Bills
Well, the
make?
statement, I don't think it was a Bills statement. I think it was more of a Josh Allen statement. It was like, oh, hold on, y'all. I heard all the whispers before the season. Overrated, overhyped, can't get over the hump. Listen,
But that's
Josh,
still true.
Can't
get over the hump.
Yeah,
That's still true.
He's answering a lot of questions though, and the final question you're gonna have to answer this year is, can he get over the hump? This game showed me that I believe if any of these teams in the AFC have to go to Buffalo this year. Now, last year, Kansas City and the years before, they've given it up in Buffalo. But this year seems different. It looks a lot different this year.
And it's 5 straight AFC East division titles. Now it's
just feels different.
Right. You go to 4 straight Super Bowls, you missed those. Now you're at 5 straight. It just feels like, and this dude, hey, listen, Paul, you're right. This dude looks like he's total control of the team.
He looks like the best player in football right now.
It's a different dude.
They are at the top of the AFC, and the statement that the Bills made last night was more of a Josh Allen statement for me as well. They've shown that they're a lot better than people thought they were going to be at the beginning of the season.
Right.
A lot of people picked the Jets to win the division, even gave the Dolphins a chance to win the division. There they are winning the division again for the 5th straight time. There was a lot of questions about how good they were going to be defensively, how they were going to be able to
they lost, who they let go.
Diggs, yes. What he was going to look like. For me, this year was always prepped for Josh Allen to make a run for actually winning the MVP, because there were so many questions about how good they were going to be as a team. What he was going to be able to do to recover from losing Stephon Diggs. But the biggest thing to me is that Josh Allen is the reason why they're winning games. Right. And I believe it's because he's taking much better care of the football. Right. Yes. He's always been a gunslinger. He's always going to take huge risks. He's always going to make that big play, but he can very quickly turn the ball over and give the game away to the other team. And he has mostly corrected that this year. His numbers for the turnovers are down so much. He had 22 turnovers last year. He has 7 this year.
Key, you see that, Key? That's what you're saying. Because he don't have to force it to people like you and Stephon Diggs. Go ahead, on.
I'm going to be yelling at him.
Michael added that. Whatever it is, he's not turning the ball over.
Listen,
I did say, though, that part of the reason that they were going to be successful this year, if they were going to be, is because Josh Allen was going to have to play at an MVP level throughout the season and take better care of the ball, which he's doing.
He is the single most impactful player in the NFL today, because look at when you say Lamar
every week.
When you see Lamar, he got Henry. When you see Saquon, he got A.J. Brown and Hurts. Who does Josh Allen got with him that's saying, okay, he can take the slack off me this week? Who has he had? It's been all him. And when you tell me he passed for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, and caught a touchdown all in the same game? All in one game?
Yeah, I mean, that performance really, not that we were unsure about what Josh Allen was capable of, but he's been consistent this year. That performance last night was incredible. Obviously, the Niners are wounded, but they are at the top of the we'll get to Key's big list later on in the week.
Okay, so now my list is a problem.
I think.
Jeez, everything I do up here is a problem.
You're going to have to be very, very tricky with this list this week.
Baltimore might be at the top.
We're going to be Baltimore. Okay, well, you're going to have to take Baltimore down a couple of notches. After yesterday, which we'll get to in a bit.
I'm a punching bag up here. Okay.
The tomatoes are still in the basket. Swinging over to the Niners side of this, though, things went from bad to worse for Kyle Shanahan's group, who got Brock Purdy back for this game, only to lose Christian McCaffrey after 9 touches. Today, Shanahan announced that McCaffrey suffered a 6-week PCL injury and will be placed on IR.
Interesting.
Well, it's been some season for the Niners, but, Michael, are they done?
Not mathematically, but they are done, you know. And I'm glad that, because we were talking about earlier, that they put them on a 6 weeks IR, and that basically says that's it for the season. They need to shut him down, because we don't want to see him, you know, get seriously hurt. And what I want to, and what I saw yesterday was, you can tell that Christian McCaffrey is trying to fight for his team. He understands they're trying to fight, because after he made that big run, like you knew he had to know he was hurt, but he was trying to go. He was trying to go, and they snapped that ball, and he just couldn't take those steps, and then he fell. And I'm saying that's so admirable that he's trying to fight for his team, but that's exactly what you got to protect them from right now. They're not going anywhere this year. And I like how they announced it, because that way we can still fight. You're 5-7, 7-5 is the top. You're only a couple games out. You're bad in the division. But, yeah. They want to shut him down. They're not going anywhere. They said the dude threw for 94 yards, ball slipping out his hands out there in the snow, and that's why you guys going crazy about the snow. I mean, we got to give them a chance to play. You know, they didn't have a chance to play yesterday, but their season, it's over.
It's funny. The teams that were not this weekend accustomed to those type of environments, they all got rent out of the building. Whether it was the Dolphins or San Fran, you know, these warm weather teams playing in this bad weather. The question is, are they done? Man, they're as done as a bad turkey that was cooked for a long time in the oven. They
was done like them greens you showed us on Instagram.
The greens. Yeah, they was done.
Like pounds of turkey.
Oh, God, leave that lady alone. But, no, they are done. And a lot to what Michael is saying, but when you're missing pieces, you know, thoughts and prayers of Trent Williams and his family for the things that he's going through right now. But you got all of those sort of things that you have to deal with on top of the remaining schedule. Just think about the remaining schedule. They got the Bears, the Rams. We know how the Rams play them. And the Rams are in the thick of things for their division. Then you got the Dolphins. The Dolphins, they in Miami, they want to win regardless. And McDaniel want to beat his old boss in Shanahan. They got to go to Miami. Then you got the Lions that has to hold on to the number 1 seed. So they're going to be playing for something. And follow that up with the Cardinals that's still fighting for their division. That's a tough road ahead with a banged-up team. I mean, it's just going – Debo had it right, I guess, in the beginning of the season, Michael, when he said our window of opportunity is going to be closing if we don't take care of business.
Joy, Michael Key, they are more done than Thanksgiving Day leftovers. So if you got Thanksgiving Day leftovers, it's time to get them up out of there.
Yeah, Sunday's the last day for leftovers.
Sunday's the last day. That was the last day for the Niners. I'm sorry, I just don't see it.
Y'all generous with this Sunday.
Where did you throw yours? Thanksgiving was only Thursday, Keith.
Keyshawn's rich. He says Friday.
They gotta go Friday night or Saturday morning. It's over.
So you finish eating on Thursday. Friday night is done.
Man, I can't have my refrigerator and stuff smelling and doing all that, Paul.
You get a couple days. Come on.
Saturday.
The kids got to get that last turkey sandwich on Monday.
Saturday college. No, them turkey sandwiches. We let that go years ago.
We up here. We all brothers up here, and they talking about turkey. They know some of y'all. Y'all know y'all had chitlins and all that.
No, we didn't.
No, that's what messed up the refrigerator.
That's old school.
Y'all, I love chitlins. I love them.
I also have their.
I'm not eating no damn chitlins.
I love it. Oh, I love
Don't get me started there, man.
Let's get out of food. Let's get out of food.
Let's get out of food. I
1922 or something.
I will wrap it up by saying that they're cooked.
They are.
They are. I mean, McCaffrey being done for the season. Purdy hasn't really played poorly, but he hasn't been able to level up and overcome losing all of these pieces. Right. The window this year is closed, and I can't write out the organization because they are a well-run organization. They're well-coached. They have a lot of pieces, but it does kind of seem like this looming energy of maybe we missed our opportunity. I can't completely write them off that they won't be able to retool and get back to being what they were, but it's not going to be the same roster. There's a lot of pieces they have to pay. They have to figure out how to pay Brock Purdy. This offseason is going to make this team look very different next year.
Yeah, and it's so crazy you're talking about the offseason and what the team is going to look like and paying Purdy and things like that. I wouldn't be shocked if Kyle Shanahan took a break. No. I just wouldn't be shocked.
No.
I just wouldn't be shocked.
Do you have some inside information?
No. I just wouldn't be shocked. That's all I'm going to say. I wouldn't be shocked if he took a break and said to himself, if he said to himself, you know what, I need to just
decompress for a second?
Yeah, I need to refocus and recalibrate because right now, like you said, you think about all that's going to happen to their roster to come back into this thing and try to do it all over again. It's going to be tough.
I mean, that's the pressures of the NFL.
I know, but when you're a successful coach that keeps kicking on the door, no, it's not a sit long. Yeah. I need a breather, man.
This is a perfect situation, though. The relationship he has with John Lynch over there, it's just a perfect situation.
Oh, no question.
You know what I mean? And they get total control. You mess around and go somewhere else, sit out and go somewhere else and dealing with another owner.
Man, I'm looking at the face, Michael.
Right.
He's
absolutely frustrated. The issue is they haven't had any chance to get in continuity as a team. Every time someone comes back off injury, someone else leaves injury. And we always talk about playing your best football going down the stretch.
My guy Kyle turning gray, his hair long.
He does look, you like one of them, you like the presidential agents.
Come on, man.
One of those presidential agents.
Beginning of the season, Kyle would look fresh.
Yeah.
Last night,
he did.
He looked like he just need a drink.
Sports are stressful.
We
all know that.
Yes. So is running the country, for some of them anyway. Yeah, it's
the presidential agent.
It's tough because they really have had a lot of injuries, and I usually don't like that excuse because this has been a bad year of injuries for every team.
It has.
Significant injuries, year-ending injuries, and you have to find a way to recover. But it just feels compounded. The expectations for them were NFC Championship game or Super Bowl. They're not going to get anywhere near that. So the expectations paired with the jump that Brock Purdy needed to make this year and losing all the pieces that you've had, it does feel like it was, like Paul said.
But I think they can be back in it next year. I really do. I think
they're too good of a team and too consistent for me to just write off.
And too well ran, I believe. When you can go and find this kind of talent with the last pick, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. you found this talent with the last pick in the draft. That means you know what you're running, your organization. You're picking up players that are contributing in the last. You can go find some players.
You think they found him and he fell in their lap?
I think Kyle Shanahan was living right. I think he was drinking his water and taking his vitamins and praying to the right God.
So
I'm not giving them credit
So
for the last
now
pick in
we
the draft.
want to call it luck?
Yes, the last pick in the draft is
Come on, man, stop, man. That's
stop,
so.
man.
Oh
my God!
You really, Michael?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Who's the scout? Who's the scout that fought?
Luck is when you throw a dart at the board and you say, "Oh." And that guy can play.
Sport.
Not when you scouted somebody and you said, I can pick him up in the late rounds if he's going to be there and we pick him and he shows up. You guys cannot say that.
Michael.
Oh, that
There was two picks left in the draft. Two players.
There were a lot of players left. There were a lot of players left.
Yes, who you want? It's Steve Slowick
is who gets
They asked Steve Slowick, what you want to do? Steve said, well,
he was smart.
Either one of them.
Everyone else,
yeah, exactly.
And man, either one of them is cool.
No,
They should just say Brock. I like Brock.
Slowick fought for Brock Purdy. He gets the credit for that.
They asked everybody in the room, what you want to do, what you want to do, what you want to do, Steve, what you want to do? I like Brock. Let's just do Brock. Let's just I
don't mind you guys killing him for taking Trey Lance. But you would kill him. If you will kill him for taking Trey Lance, then you can't come back and say they get no credit for taking Brock.
But nobody said they didn't get
the
credit.
last pick in the draft, they traded
That was their pick.
Trey Lance
Oh my God, y'all can't. I'm glad y'all ain't judging nothing. I'm glad no kind of contest, no nothing.
Michael,
it
he fell in their lap. You're talking about they scouted him. Well, why they scouted him and they thought that he was going to beat, they wouldn't have waited to the last pick of the damn draft.
You get no.
We knew who you were. Jimmy knew who you were. They didn't wait. Oh, you gonna wait and see if Michael can fall to us in the 6th round?
Oh my God!
They got you and brought you in.
No,
okay, let me get that. Okay, so now, y'all say he fell in their lap. So that means he took garbage out of his lap and made it gold. Is that what you're telling me? Because now he's a starting quarterback in the NFL. Either way, you gotta lay credit at his feet. You can't stand here and take it all. So if he took garbage and made gold, then you still give him credit. Or did he just draft somebody that he developed?
The development part is absolutely on the organization.
Yes.
It's absolutely a testament to what Kyle Shanahan is doing. I am not giving them credit for the last pick in the draft. That is Brock Purdy's hard work, and Steve Slowick, and God, and whatever sports God they worship to. They sacrificed some extra oranges or whatever they did that day, but no, they did not get it. The
last pick in the draft go to the Super Bowl, Michael. How many last picks in the draft done even made a 53-man roster?
No.
Like, come on, man, stop.
I thought that proves that they should get credit.
They get credit for developing.
They get credit for developing him.
Yeah, right.
No, that's living right.
Oh my God, I can't believe that thought process, man.
No.
The pathology is
We're going to wait till just hold on. We're going to wait till the last pick.
Nobody
Just sit tight. Don't throw for no look. They told him they throw for nobody.
We know your goals.
Yeah, don't hold on. We don't want you throwing to anybody during the off season. Don't just hide out. Go on vacation. We got you.
We got you.
You really look on our board. You're a top 3 quarterback on our board.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.